This is the door for here. Hold up, let me go close my door. Alright. Anyway, my brother's still sleeping in the background because he's a lazy piece of garbage. But last time I left this one off, what if Deku was a... No, what if Deku was a... What if Deku had the quirk, necromorphs, which just... I explained the abilities last episode. He's just capable of making necromorphs, 3 versions of them, because I don't want to get pretty much every single version of them. Maybe I'll get the stalkers, which I think that's what they're called. But... because they'll be very, very interesting to have. But for now, we just have 3. Anyway. So... let's get started. Last time I left this off, I'm pretty sure I left it off with him going to go think about the thing that Inko is telling about, being a hero that kills for good, you know? You kill villains for good. And he thought about that, and when he was in there, he was thinking, yeah, sure, I'll do that. But I don't really have an outfit. And no, I'm not giving him the armor, because the armor will make him real visible. So I just say he wears, basic, like, gas mask. He wears a gas mask. Let's say a black hoodie. No, let's say a red hoodie, because, with black jeans and, red shoes. And he has the hood over him. If you remember what I said last time, he has brown hair, and they're descendants of, Isaac. So they're kind of, like, rich, kind of bit. Like, why wouldn't Isaac be rich? So their family's a little kind of rich. But they don't take the last name Clark. They take the last name Midoriya still, because I don't want to just make Midoriya Izuku Clark. So let's because it'll be very hard to remember just Izuku Clark, because every time I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna say Izuku Midoriya, and then I'm gonna be like, oh wait, it's Izuku Clark. But let's just move on. So he takes the opposition first, and let's say it's around nighttime. He goes out, but like he's patrolling, like he's jumping over. He's like jumping roofs. He's kind of like a bit slow at it because he didn't really train at all. But he's capable of just like making kind of bridges for himself if he ever falls, because he can just grab something, put it underneath him, lift himself up with that, and then go on to the next building if he ever falls. So he's not really good at it, but he's also not bad at it at the same time, you know? And he notices someone getting mugged, let's say. And all of a sudden the mugger just kills the, let's say, woman, and he starts ravaging through her stuff and then takes it, but he like starts walking away, trying to make sure there's no one following him. And Izuku jumps down and says, "You really just killed that woman, didn't you?" And Mugger turns around like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "That doesn't matter. All I could tell you is that you're going to die." Yeah, right. I don't see you have anything. All you have are your fists. I have a knife. You're gonna die here, kid. And hold up, let me get a sip of my water real quick. Anyway, he's like, "Oh, I won't kill you, but she will." He's like, "What?" And all of a sudden his hand starts glowing while he's putting his hand on her head. It's glowing, like, let's say red. And he let go, and he puts his hand gets his hand off the creature, off the woman, and she starts morphing into the Ticker. If you don't know who the Ticker is, hold up. This beautiful creature. Yes, this beautiful creature. And he starts freaking out, like, what the hell? He tries to run, but the Ticker is faster than him. And he just cuts that guy in half. Cuts him in half. And Izuku goes to the body, and you guessed it, makes him into the whatever this is. I think it's called the Crawler, but it might not be. I forgot what it's called. But he makes him into this. Oh, maybe it's called the Scorpion because of the tail thing. Maybe it's called... Is it the Scorpion? That would be very... I don't know, but I honestly don't care what these necromorphs are called. I just call them necromorphs. That's it. And then he notices something over in the by the dumpster. He notices a dead man. Must have, and he just thought it was one of the mugger's another person the mugger killed, because he wasn't totally dead. He didn't have a pulse. And I don't know what these guys are called, but I think they're called the Infected. That's what I think they're called. And he technically turns him into one of these, but he doesn't have like the axes or anything. And he's technically not wearing these clothes. He's wearing the clothes he was wearing before, a bit bloodied up, and his eyes are glowing. And his eyes are just glowing orange. And I'm gonna call these guys, for this plot for this, the Seekers, because he's going to use them like his eyes. Technically, he'll have like one of them in every city that he can access from where he lives, and every city he could pretty much get to as fast as possible. Pretty much every city. And yeah, he just makes one of those guys, and he tells the ticker, and I'm just gonna call it the Crawler because it'd be a bit more easier, to go into hiding, go hide somewhere. Let's say, because like I said, they're a bit rich. They probably have a warehouse somewhere, and he takes them to the warehouse and then keeps them there. Which I'll say, another ability that I didn't mention is that he's capable of just summoning them out. Like, he just creates a portal and they can walk through it. Only they can and no one else can. And also he can, I guess you can say. He can also walk through it. So, yeah. So it's kind of like a teleportation quirk as well. Man, this guy could be super overpowered. Even be one of the greatest villains ever, having his own personal army for every for his own kills. But nah, I'm making him into a hero, because why would a descendant of Isaac Clarke decide to murder people for no reason? So Isaac Clarke just murders bad guys. So he just kills bad guys. This was only the first night. It's only the first night. And let's say a month goes by and he starts making a name for himself. I don't know what to call him. I guess I'll call him... I don't know. What would I call him? Hold up. Oh, okay. I got one. The Villain Killer. Let's call him the Villain Killer, because I'm terrible at names, and technically he does kill villains, so they call him the Villain Killer. And heroes are trying to get to him. He doesn't... And some heroes actually attacked him before, but he never really kills them. The only thing he ever does is run away from them. Let's say since a month passed, he got a bit more better at jumping through roofs and all that stuff. He just gets away every single time. Sometimes he has to bring out necromorphs or two to keep him back, but doesn't have him be killed. And once he's gone, he summons out that portal to get them away. No one else can go through that portal. Like, if you touch the portal, it's like touching like an invisible wall, but you can see it. It's like touching a wall. That's what it's like. But if you're necromorphs, you can just walk right through it. And if you were him, which technically he doesn't need the necromorphs to get away. Technically, he could teleport away, but he doesn't exactly want to show people that he can just teleport away, because that would be just showing off abilities. And I feel like since he's smart enough, he will make him think that you're about to capture him, and then you'll get away, since he doesn't want to show off his abilities, all of them at least. Only if he needs to, because like I said, he's smart. He's smart. He's smart enough to not think of that. And let's say he never goes to like any high school or anything. He just completely just doesn't go to school. He just is the Villain Killer. That's it. He has a couple of necromorphs. I will say he has like 10 tickers, 5 crawlers, and pretty much all the Seekers that I said in each in different cities. All of them think they're just family in some way. Because he did get a bunch of people who looked similar to them, similar to each other to be them. So they all just think they're family and they just have the same quirk of like glowing eyes or something. Anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it off. I just wanted to continue this because last time I left it on a cliffhanger, like whether he could choose to be a villain or a good person who kills villains. So I'm just gonna leave it off here, guys. Bye.